Okay, so I'm back out here with all my supplies, including my drip supplies. So this is the drip line that I'm going to be using, which has emitter holes, which is where the water comes out. Emitter holes every 6 inches. So one right there, one right there, every 6 inches. It works really, really well like that in these raised beds. Now, I've noticed that in the actual landscape, I don't need it to be quite so much water because we have really, really compact clay soil, and that hangs on to a lot of water. So I've actually have had to really dial that back. They have different sizes, so or different emitter hole lengths. They've got 6-inch, 12-inch, 9-inch, 18-inch, up to I don't even know how big, but. So I'm going to at least lay it in there today, and then we'll get it hooked up to a water supply either today or tomorrow. It'll be really fun, and yeah, I can't wait. So hold tight. Okay, so what I did here was you just lay it in a grid pattern or a big long snake, you know, that wraps around. And it doesn't matter exactly where you put these landscape staples, just as long as you get it tacked down where you want it. And of course you have to have them on the corners, but you know, anywhere else, it's entirely up to you. And these will, like that right there, will straighten out once we get it hooked up. But this is the pattern that I have on all of my garden beds. Like right here you see, this one's just black tubing every 6 inches, and that's brown. There's different colors, you know, honestly. It doesn't matter what color you use because these vegetables are going to grow up so big that you're not going to be able to see them anyway. So, but when I'm doing a flower bed, I do the same type of pattern with my drip tape or my drip tubing, and then I mulch over it because they may or may not get bigger to be able to see that, you know, that you can still see the drip tubing. So it's just whatever you decide, it's all aesthetics. Now this one, I don't have the drip tubing down yet, but I'm about to. And that's all this needs. And then I can actually, we've got it all set up. This is a 1/2-inch supply line, which takes the water from the hose spigot, which is over there in the corner of the house. And it provides the water to all of these, and then you can tee off of them like I did for this tomato plant. The only other thing I'm going to do for the bed that we just planted up with corn is I'm going to give it a good drink with the hose just to settle in the seeds, and then the watering by the drip tube will take care of it from there. I don't have to go back and water it again. And the reason we're going through all of this with the drip and irrigation is because, you know, we have 2 small children, and it's a lot to then try to go out and water, and it would take us so much time just to come out and water everything. So we're still working on drip irrigation, but we got a majority of it done last year, and it was so nice. We could go away on vacation and know that everything is being watered, and we have it set up on a timer, which I highly recommend. You get a timer that sets up at the hose, and then you set it up for however many times you want it to run and for how long, which is fantastic. So once in the morning, early morning, like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's ready for when it starts to get really hot. And then we do it again at night around dusk, I don't know, 5 or 6 o'clock at night, so that it can get some relief from the sun and get some more water that it needs, because it used up a lot in the hot sun. And then of course in the end of fall, the beginning of winter, we shut everything down, but I keep the drip in the beds. They're fine. They won't, do anything. You just always check them in the spring before you turn the irrigation system back on. Make sure you don't have any, rabbits like we have that shoot holes in quite a few of our drip lines in the flower beds. So you have to replace, and we just did that last weekend, so that now we can get some of that mulch out of our front yard. So anyway, so that'll do it for today. If you have any questions about irrigation, let me know and I can address those in another video. But I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye.